last surviving actors from Hollywood's golden age has died. Olivia de Havilland was best known for her role in Gone with the Wind, but it was the stance she took off screen that changed the industry forever. Here's Kathy Park.
In Hollywood's golden era, Olivia de Havilland was one of the brightest stars. Best remembered for her role as Melanie Wilkes in Gone with the Wind.
Oh, Scarlett, you have so much life. I've always admired you so. I wish I could be more like you.
She would go on to win 2 Best Actress Oscars for her powerful performances in To Each His Own.
It's Bart Cosgrove's baby. He's been shot down in France.
And The Heiress.
He came back with the same lies, the same silly phrases.
She also made her mark behind the scenes. In a landmark lawsuit, she took down the studio system that penalized actors for rejecting roles. The legal victory became known as a de Havilland Law. But life in the spotlight wasn't always flattering. The stormy relationship with her sister and fellow actress Joan Fontaine turned into a very public feud. But it's moving moments like this in her iconic film,
Oh, Scarlett, you have so much life.
that won fans over.
It's about struggle and it's about survival. And those are themes familiar to everyone.
The veteran actress died peacefully in her sleep. De Havilland was 104 years old. Kathy Park, NBC News.
Actress Olivia de Havilland has died at the age of 104. She was a classic Hollywood star, a 2-time Oscar winner, and the last surviving major performer from Gone with the Wind. De Havilland won Oscars for her roles in To Each His Own and The Heiress.
Hollywood is remembering Olivia de Havilland, one of the last stars from cinema's so-called golden age. The Oscar-winning actress died at her home in Paris yesterday at the age of 104. She appeared in dozens of films in her decades-long career, including, of course, Gone with the Wind. Off-screen, she was called a fighter who challenged Hollywood's contract system.
This house won't seem the same without Bonnie.
It's the role for which she was most famous, playing Melanie in the 1939 classic film, Gone with the Wind. It also scored Olivia de Havilland her first of 5 Academy Award nominations. She would go on to win 2, the first for playing an unwed mother in 1946's To Each His Own, and again in 1950 for her lead role in The Heiress.
He finds me pleasing.
Oh, yes, I'm sure he does.
Thank you for this very generous assurance.
She returned to the Oscar stage over a half-century later as a presenter at the 2003 Oscars.
This night is a memorable one for me. And so was that night 53 years ago.
Never a pushover, de Havilland pushed for fully realized characters and famously took on the studio system, fighting and winning in court to get out of her restrictive contract to Warner Brothers, a contract first signed when she was just 18 years old that had her playing opposite Errol Flynn in The Adventures of Robin Hood.
Robin!
Yes? Then you do love me, don't you?
She would go on to star in movies for the next 55 years, retiring from film in 1988. She moved to television, winning a Golden Globe for her work in Anastasia, The Mystery of Anna. She first won the award in 1950.
My Golden Globe back home has been waiting, I think it's 37 years for a mate. And at last I can take this companion back.
One of the last stars of the golden age of Hollywood, Olivia de Havilland, gone at the age of 104.
Royalty, an unforgettable star of cinema's golden age, whose career spanned 6 decades. Olivia de Havilland died peacefully overnight, leaving behind a powerful legacy on and off the screen.
In a time consumed by the ugliness of war, a touch of class.
I've always admired you so. I wish I could be more like you.
Olivia de Havilland's grace and beauty glistened during Hollywood's golden age.
It may help my husband more. Off my finger.
As she fell in love as the sainted Melanie in Gone with the Wind, the world fell in love with her. Typecast in sweet, romantic roles, it was an on-screen partnership with Australian Errol Flynn in the 1930s that would set her on a path of stardom and rumours.
Because I love you, Robin, I'd come. Even the danger would mean nothing if you were with me.
But de Havilland desired more than box office smashes.
As it happens, you are hardly in a position to have anything to say about it.
In 1943, the 27-year-old did the unthinkable. She sued studio giant Warner Brothers. She'd lent her name to a landmark legal ruling, the de Havilland Law, allowing actors freedom from long-term contracts. What followed were more challenging roles and accolades.
Thank you for this very generous assurance.
She'd star in more than 50 films over 6 decades, receive honours from presidents and queens. But it was often a long-running feud with sister and fellow actress Joan Fontaine that stole the spotlight.
With her poignant and unforgettable portrayal of the heiress.
Olivia de Havilland passed peacefully in her French mansion, aged 104.
I should be proud to speak to you. Proud to be under obligation to you. I hope we meet again.
Much has changed in our world since then, but what hasn't changed is our love of the movies.
Nat Wallace, 9 News.
A atriz Olivia de Havilland, do clássico E o Vento Levou. Ela tinha 104 anos e vivia em Paris. Olivia de Havilland fez, aliás, parte da chamada Era de Ouro do cinema americano. Ela ganhou o Oscar 2 vezes pelas performances em Só Resta uma Lágrima, de 1946, e Tarde Demais, de 49. Mas o papel que a eternizou como Mellon em E o Vento Levou, de 1939. Segundo informações da imprensa americana, a atriz faleceu de causas naturais enquanto dormia.